Hello grade 7 students. Here is summary 3 for week 3 and the topics are recognition and choice of food, capture, harvest and consumption of food. We'll start from application 1, which is related to recognition and choice of food. So, the duck-billed platypus is a mammal that lives in lakes and rivers. It dives underwater and scans the bottom, searching for any shrimps or any other crustacean animals. But how does the platypus find and recognize its prey? To solve this problem, we conducted the following experiments. So 4 experiments were conducted. The first one, close the eyes of the platypus. This is the variable. The result is the platypus detects the prey. Experiment 2, close the ears of the platypus. The platypus detects the prey. 3. Close the electroreceptor cells on the left side of the platypus bill. The result is that the platypus doesn't detect the prey. Experiment 4. Close the nostrils of the platypus. The platypus detects the prey. Let's start with part 1. Okay, part 1. Indicate the objective of this research. As mentioned in the text, the objective is to know or to figure out how a platypus finds and recognizes its food. Classify platypus according to its food diet. So we have to say if it's carnivore, omnivore, or herbivore. But the action verb classify means that we have to answer to indicate the answer, then justify it. So we say the platypus is a carnivore since it feeds on food of animal origin such as shrimps. Verify whether the platypus uses its eyes to detect its prey. Verify like justify. We have to justify first. We say the platypus detected its prey after closing its eyes, as they said in experiment 1. So it does not use its eyes to detect the prey. This is how we answer. Analyze experiment 2, derive a suitable conclusion. When we analyze, we can start from the variable, then we move to the result, or the opposite. Let's start from the variable in experiment 2. We say, upon closing the ears of the platypus detects its prey. We conclude that the platypus doesn't use its ears to detect the prey. Part 5. Platypus uses its nostrils to detect its prey. Is this statement true? Explain using the experiment. Okay, in experiment 4, they mentioned that when they closed the nostrils of the platypus, it can still detect its prey. So, this statement is not true. We say this statement is incorrect since the platypus can still detect its prey even after closing its nostrils in experiment 4. 6. Specify the sense organ used by the platypus to detect its prey. So we answer, then we justify. The sense organs are the electroreceptor cells since the platypus couldn't detect its prey after closing these cells that are found on the left side of the platypus bill, as mentioned in experiment 3. Okay, here more observations are done to identify the factor that attracts the platypus toward its prey. Observation 1. The prey remains in its place. The result is the platypus keeps swimming. Experiment B or observation B. The prey moves quickly. The result is the platypus approaches its bill to the mud, then snaps it up. Show that the movement of the prey is the factor that attracts the platypus. So show that we have to say what happened, then we answer. So when the prey remains in its place, the platypus keeps swimming, while when the prey moves quickly, the platypus approaches its bill to the mud and snaps it up. Therefore, the movement of the prey is the factor that attracts the platypus. So we're just reading the experiments, okay? Pick out the tool used by the platypus to catch its prey. It's the bill. Here is activity 4, capture, harvest and consumption of food. In this lesson, you will learn the capturing and harvesting tools used by some animals to get and consume their food. We say capture or catch their food if the animals are carnivores. We say harvest their food if the animals are herbivores. Okay? Document 1. Observe figure A to E, then fill in the table below. A. A horse seizes herbs and snatches them by its teeth and scissors. B. A butterfly releases its proboscis to suck the nectar. C. A bird uses its wide beak as a trap to capture a flying insect. D. A snail rasps the leaves by its rasping tongue and cuts them by its hard jaw before swallowing. E. A snake swallows the prey by its mouth without chewing. So let's start. The first animal is the horse. Its tool used is the teeth or the incisors. Butterfly, the second animal, the tool is the proboscis. The bird, the tool is the beak, the wide beak. The snail, its tool is the tongue and the jaw. The snake and its tool is the mouth. Document 2. The cat captures its prey with its retractile claws, kills it with its sharp fangs, and pulls the flesh from the bone using its molars, as you see in the pictures here. The cat, what is the capturing tool? It is the claws. What is the killing or the harvesting tools? It is the sharp fangs. And for consumption, the eating tool is its molars. Application 2. Camel assumed that the chameleon uses its hands to catch the prey. However, his friend Camellia thought that the chameleon uses its tail to catch the prey. To solve this problem, they caught a chameleon, they put it with a fly in the same box, and they observed the following. Chameleon sees its prey. It slowly approaches it and projects its extensible viscous tongue, which extremity adheres or sticks to the prey. Finally, the tongue rapidly rolls back, carrying the insect into its mouth. Pick out the two studied hypotheses. When we answer, we have to write the word hypothesis. Here we have to write hypothesis 1, hypothesis 2. Hypothesis 1, the chameleon uses its hands to catch the prey as Camel assumed. Hypothesis 2, the chameleon uses its tail to catch the prey, as Camellia said. Referring to the text, list the different stages of feeding behavior of the chameleon. Okay, the first step is the chameleon sees its prey, then it slowly approaches it. After that, it projects its tongue, which extremity sticks to its prey, and finally the tongue rolls back to carry the prey into its mouth. Pick out the sense organ used by the chameleon to detect its prey. Draw out from the text the information which confirms it. So, the chameleon uses its eyes to detect the prey. As mentioned in the text, the chameleon sees its prey. Classify the chameleon according to its food diet. Justify. The chameleon is a carnivore because it feeds on food of animal origin such as flies. E. Indicate the valid hypothesis. Justify. None of them is valid since the chameleon uses its tongue to catch the prey, not its hand nor its tail. So that was everything covered in week 3. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.